What's up, YouTube? My name is Uncle Smokey, and this is Uncle Smokey Stock Trades. Before I start this video, I would like to say I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So please take what I say with a grain of salt and do your own DD. Today we're going to talk about ticker symbol MMAT, Metamaterials Inc. We're going to go over the TA, we're going to take a look at FinViz, we're going to break down what actually happened today. We're going to go over the options chain, we're going to look at Ortex and Fintel, we're going to look at some news, and of course my prediction at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and get started. MMAT started out the day in its downward channel like it always does. Of course, it respected 350 like I figured it would, popping up and then shooting back down. Now listen, guys, I am not a prophet. I am not a psychic. I do not know this stuff is going to happen. All I'm doing is utilizing support and resistance and then kind of making a guesstimate estimate off of history, off of what has happened in the past, and then going off of that. Plus, I'm extremely bullish on this stock, so naturally I want for it to go up all the time. Now, after it respected the 345 range, we shot up and we came up in here and we consolidated sort of. This is about a 10-minute consolidation window where the stock made up its mind where it wanted to go, and it actually went up. Now, you'll notice that the 360 psychological range got tested right here. It popped through it and came down. That's a test. And then it comes back down respecting the 355 range and then right back at the 360 psychological level. Now, if it respects the psychological level a little bit more, I'm going to make that line yellow. So that way it indicates it's going to be coming up on possibly being a permanent line. Now, once it respected this for a little while, again with the indecision of consolidation, it shot right back out into the 365 range, pushing through it very easily with heavy volume, coming up to 373. Now, right here is basically what you would consider a fake out breakout, because it did break out that level of resistance, but it came back down to respect it again. Now, this is also at the point when Robinhood I.P.O'd at 12:30. This is when the volume decreased. The buying volume went away. And like I say, when the buyers go away, the shorts will play. So when the volume started to dip away, the shorts started going to town, and they did. Came right down here, consolidated, and then we trended in this channel for roughly 45 minutes to an hour, 360 to 365. Again, shorts attacked right at it. Now, I want to talk about this right here. After this short attack, you'll notice that we found our base again. This is where I've been talking about getting that foundation in our stock. And 350, I have said it, that is our base. That's our bottom line. 345 to 350, that nickel range, I'll give it a 5 to 10 cent variant up or down. So that's our base. That's our solid foundation. And we bounced off of it and respected it very well. Right here, we consolidated the rest of the day in that channel we have been consolidating in for quite some time now. So enough with this. Let's go ahead and move on over to the options chain. Thinkorswim. Here it is, guys. So today, fantastic in the options. 8,000 calls, 3,000 puts, total of 11,000 calls traded for the day. Not quite the ratio we had yesterday. It's not that, what was it, 95-5, but still 75-25 is still very, very bullish. In fact, anything over 55% calls is extremely bullish. So to be at 75, I mean, that's just awesome. And then our implied volatility, it actually came down as well today, coming down about 2.5%. Now remember, when the implied volatility comes down, that makes your stock a little bit more desirable. It makes the investors, the big investors especially, want to look at it. And what happens when smart money moves to a stock? Dumb money moves to a stock, because the dumb money wants to follow the smart money. And let's face it, over the last several months, a lot of us have become considered dumb money. Unless you want to be considered smart money, and that's fine too. I don't care. So, with the implied volatility coming down a little bit and still being extremely bullish in the calls to puts ratio, I can foresee that the very near future being as well very bullish, because calls and puts don't affect the stock immediately, but they do in the future. So just keep that in mind, that today's call and put volume doesn't do anything for us today, but maybe come the 20th or the 15th of October or even January, it might help the stock out in the long run. Now, on to Ortex. That's not Ortex. That's not Ortex either. Oh, but you know what? Before we move to Ortex, we didn't look at FinViz. So FinViz, what I was going to say about that is we did start out trading with our sector today. But unfortunately, once that I.P.O. happened, it really pulled the volume away, like I was saying. Now, you can consider Mmat as a meme stock or not. I don't care how you look at it. Me personally, it's not a meme. It's a long-term hold, and a meme stock by definition is a stock you're going to hold for an extremely short amount of time, usually under a year, expecting an extreme pump and dump situation. I don't see that as Mmat, but because Wall Street Bets does have a hold of it, unfortunately, we're going to have to go with the sentiment of the stock on this one. But like I said, we did start out with our sector, AMD especially, but once Robinhood I.P.O'd, that was over. I'm not going to concentrate too much on that. We all know what happened there. Now, here's one of the things I want to look at today. So we have a short interest change of 3% up, return shares of 1.36 million, borrowed shares of 2 million, with a borrowed change of a positive of 750,000 shares. Now, our current short interest estimated is up a little higher from yesterday, and our cost to borrow max average is 25.25%. Wow. Now, the one thing I do want to note is our utilization, it did go up a little bit, but our cost to borrow somehow did come down. Now, that generally happens when shorts cover, and I don't want to say that that necessarily happened today. What I think the very beginning of the day was absolute organic buying. That was all organic stock movement. That was not shorts covering or anything. I don't think they covered a single share today, guys. There was no big movements. When shorts cover, it moves big. It moves fast. It moves hard. And that didn't exactly happen. We stair-stepped again, like we wanted to. Unfortunately, we had corrective stair-stepping at the end, but it was stair-stepping nonetheless. The other thing I want to talk about, yesterday I had pointed out that this data will change come the exchange reported date. Well, apparently I missed it. It did come on the 26th, so these numbers are accurate here. And Fintel does show the same numbers, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. But what I don't see change was the failures to deliver. Now, again, this should report with that same exact exchange data. And none of this changed here. And you're going to see again on Fintel the same situation. In fact, let's just go ahead and look at it. So Fintel short interest, as you can see, I stay up to date all day long. I'm moving through this stuff when I'm not at work, which today was my day off, guys. I did a little bit of trading, made some money. Hopefully I'm going to be able to put that towards Mmat here in the very near future. I've got T2 settlement, so I've got to wait. So short interest, short volume ratio really didn't change too much. Short interest percentage of the float didn't change. Here we go. We've been looking at this every day. Why not look at it today? Let's refresh. Last update is still 20 minutes ago. This really didn't change. And again, we're only looking at one of the prime brokers. I feel at Citadel, but that's neither here nor there. This didn't change a whole lot. So still only 1 million shares available to short across 285 million shares on the float. And again, one broker, they've probably got millions and millions and millions of shares. Also, remember, this doesn't account for any kind of dark pool trading, anything like that. Short borrow fee rate, again, see, it went down about 3%. There's your short borrow fee rate. I don't know how that is even possible with the actions of the last half of the day. Right here, it updated. So our CBOE short volume did update. I said it would. It takes them time. They have to process the information, and it usually takes them a few hours after the trading has ended to process that info. Now, you'll also notice we have no info yet for today. Usually doesn't come out till around 6, I think around 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I'm not quite there yet. It's only about 5 o'clock my time, Eastern Standard Time. Again, here's that failure to deliver information. You'll notice the most up-to-date is right here, 6:30. What's up with that? Now, I did call this out being what I feel happened to the torch shorts. I think that's what this is. Still, I think this should have updated with the exchange data. There's no way there was no failures to deliver over the course of the last 15 days, not with all of the activity the SEC's been doing. The new rulings that have come out. I mean, we know that the stock was heavily shorted. I mean, no matter what you look at, anything over 10% is insane. Okay, 10% of the free float being shorted is nuts, and we're currently at 41%, according to what was it right here? Short interest percent of the float, 41%. Short interest. So what is that? Maybe 12% of the float. Yeah, I'm sorry. Screw my numbers up. 12% of the float. Still, great. All right, we're going to go ahead and keep pushing on. We've talked about Ortex. We talked about Fintel. I want to look at the news. So George, last night, right after my last video, came out with a text. Cannot wait for November, AWE 2021. It is going to be #epic. I bet you Elon's going to be there. I know Elon's going to be there. And that guy's a party animal. I know. One day, me and him, we're going to hang out. We're going to do what him and Joe Rogan did, right? Right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm going to do that when I get done with you guys here in about 5 minutes or so. So, George Palikaris, he put out this tweet. He's super excited, and I can show you why. So when you select this right here, it brings you to this page here. And it's basically their confirmation of this event happening. It's going to happen November 9th through 11th. It's a weekend event, so get your tickets if you want to go. You can do that right here. And then if you go ahead and keep selecting links and you start reading and doing some information, deep diving, like I like to do, you come to this link here, Cision PR Newswire, talking all about it. I'm not going to read it. Only thing I'm going to do is highlight right down here. Here's our top-level titanium sponsors right here. Metamaterials Inc. That's us. Right there, guys. So, backs up George. Everybody who's saying that he is not coming out with good PR, he's not keeping us updated, kiss my butt, guys. This guy's on top of everything. He knows what he's doing. Trust in the process. Trust in the timeline. Everything comes good. Everything good comes to those who wait. Patience is key. You can't rush your riches. If you rush your riches, you're not going to get them. I mean, let's face it. The more you speed through this process, the more inclined you're going to be to sell at a loss. And that's not what you want to do, guys. Nobody wants to sell at a loss. We're in it for the profits. We're in it to win it. And that's what we're all trying to do here. So that's about all I have for the news. I do want to go ahead and move on to my prediction for the day. And then I've got a small plug for a good buddy of mine. Let's see here. Prediction for tomorrow. We're going to move over to the chart, move to the 5 minutes, and we're going to pull this over. You guys love this part, right? So, again, I think if Robinhood I.P.O would have caught right here, okay, I think if we could have caught ourselves here and pushed up and just kept our momentum, we would have done exactly what I said, guys. You'll notice my lines are just a little off. But instead, we bounced off the 365. That is a technical support and resistance. We know it is. And we came down here. We're still in a good channel, like I had said earlier in the video. But it changes what could possibly happen for tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward right up here. So, of course, we take our aftermarket and pre-market trading with a grain of salt. It's skewed. We know this. Hopefully, we just consolidate through the day and morning. Maybe we mount the 360 range. That would be great too. It would really increase my bullish outlook. However, with today's actions, I'm not going to say that this is going to be a bullish stock tomorrow. I do think we're going to see some red tomorrow. Number one, it's Friday. And what happens on Fridays, remember, people don't like to leave their investments on the table, especially day traders. They pull out. So I do think that tomorrow we're going to see a little bit of red. However, if it does go bullish, here's my prediction. Bullish, we're going to come out of the gates roughly even, maybe a little higher. We're going to come down. We're going to touch 350, shoot back up to the 360 range, maybe consolidate in here a little bit for a little while. Probably around the lunchtime area, maybe a little after, we're going to shoot up. We're going to consolidate in the 360 to 365 range. And we're just going to basically consolidate back and forth. 350, 355, 36, or not 350, I'm sorry. 355 to 360, 360 to 365. I think that's going to happen quite a bit tomorrow if we go bullish, ending just slightly green on the day. Now, if we go bearish, which unfortunately, guys, I am sorry again, I apologize, but that is how I feel it's going to go tomorrow. If we go bearish, we're going to drop down. We're going to test that 345, maybe even 340 range. Remember, that's okay. We have a foundation, and that's part of it. We may test that area. We're going to come back up. We're going to keep testing 350, 345, 350. We'll probably consolidate a little bit in here. Hopefully break that 350 range, come up to 355. And like I said, it's just going to be a consolidation day tomorrow, whether it be upper or lower. We're going to do some consolidation. We may see some double bottoms, some double tops, some triple tops. We don't know, but don't think too much into it. For every positive, there's a negative. For every negative, there's a positive. Just always keep that in the back of your mind when watching a stock chart. And if you don't want to watch a stock chart, don't. Okay? It's not going to move enough in a single day to make you go any more broke than you already are, guys. Most of us here have come from Torch, and we're in it for the long haul. We've lost a lot, and we're looking to make our gains. We're looking to see our money back. But let's do it in steps. Let's do it. Let's follow the process. Let's do it one step at a time. All right, so that's all I've got for today. I really hope it goes bullish. I really think it's going to go bearish, but I really hope it goes bullish tomorrow for all of our sakes, because we need our sanity. We're done seeing these red days. We really want some more green. Real quick, I want to do a quick plug for a buddy of mine, John, with Beginner Trading. If you want to learn how to trade the VWAP, check him out. He is absolutely awesome. He is probably easily the number 3 trader on YouTube. Just ask him, he'll tell you. He streams every single day at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description of this video. All right, that's it. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Give me a comment for how it goes. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.